Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Black Order, specifically excluding Thanos. I want to focus on Proxima, Corvus, Black Dwarf, Ebony, and Supergiant, and I want to do so because I still see questions a lot of times about who's the best Black Order character to get first. Who should I focus on after Proxima or after Corvus? And while the Black Order characters are extremely strong in the game, and while they do fit a very specific role that is not abundantly fit by a lot of other characters, they are in short supply, these supervillains that are actually good, I think that their value has declined over time, and right now it's probably at an all-time low. And so what I want to do is I want to both discuss the issue with you guys and discuss the ideas that I'm seeing and the patterns, and also maybe throw out some kind of controversial questions like, do you need to rank up the Black Order characters at all anymore? Should you focus on any Black Order character besides Dormammu and Odin, which are not even Black Order, and even ignoring Thanos at that point, until you get to a very comfortable stage in the game? I'm talking 8 months to a year into your experience if you just start right now and you pick up the game. So in order to do so, I wanted to take a look and compare the overall costs of getting one Black Order character to 6 stars, which is essentially tier 2, versus getting a good character to tier 2. Because when the Black Order first came out, there were very few tier 2s. We had the first wave of the Civil War themed tier 2s like Captain America, Iron Man, and they were terrible. And to this day, a lot of them are still terrible. But since then, we've gotten a lot of extremely powerful tier 2s like Iron Fist's tier 2, Elsa's tier 2, Carnage's tier 2, Agent Venom's tier 2. There's lots of tier 2 characters now, Black Bolt, that are extremely strong, Sharon Rogers, and in some cases they eclipse the power level of even the Black Order. So let's take a look at exactly how much it costs to just tier 2 a regular character, and I want to talk about this the regular way. So fully taking a character up from 1 star to tier 2 without using any kind of tickets. So of course, to get a character to 6 stars, you need 630 bios. So boom, there you go. Then you need approximately 360 more bios to roll up their gears to level 20. Now, that's an approximation. It may be more, maybe less, but that's a good average number. And then you need 150 bios on the advancement page to go to tier 2 the traditional way. We're going to look at the full cost of a tier 2 character. That's a total of 1,140 bios approximately, and that number will shift up or down depending on how lucky or unlucky you get with the armor and the gear rank ups. As far as the Chaos Nordstones, you only need 1,000. You need 1,000 for the tier 2, and that's it. You don't need any for the gear, nothing like that. In terms of Black Antimatter, you only need 800. Again, it needs to be rank 1, so you're not spending any gold ranking up that Black Antimatter to be, rank 2, rank 3, or rank 6, little tier drop. And then you need, I would guess, about 25 million gold approximately. That includes ranking up the character, at each star level, their mastery, their gear, and then the 2.5 million gold that it costs to hit this advanced button at the bottom in the middle. So about 25 million gold, 800 Black Antimatter, 1,000 Chaos Nordstones, and about 1,000, close to 1,140 bios. It seems like a lot, guys. Keep in mind that's not even taking into consideration if you use a tier 2 ticket. Because if you use tier 2 tickets, there's no Black Antimatter, there's no Chaos Nordstones, there's 2.5 million gold saved, and boom. Okay? And the bios, the 150 bios. Let's now take a look at a Black Order character. And yes, someone like Corvus is, on the extreme power level, extremely valuable, useful. There's only a handful of tier 2s in the game, Sharon Rogers included, that is going to be of more value to you than someone like Corvus. He's fantastic. He regenerates after he dies. He has clones. He has immunity, energy damage, physical damage, stun. He's great. But let's see the cost, okay? In terms of bios, you need 3,000 bios, 3,004 to be precise, to level up the Black Order characters from level 1 to level 60, because they don't level up through regular experience. They need to eat bios. So that's 3,000 bios, which is a lot. Of course it's random bios, but those are 3,000 bios you will never, ever get back. So theoretically, that's almost 3 possible tier 2 characters in one Black Order character. That's just the bios. As for the Chaos Nordstones, you need 1,350 to get them from 1-star or 0-star mastery to 6-star mastery. You need 4,400 black antimatter to rank them up to 6 stars, because you also have to convert the black antimatter from rank 1 up to rank 6. It's extra gold involved. You need 35 million gold approximately in order to just get a Black Order character to 6 stars and 15 on their gears. Now that's an approximation. Again, you can be a little bit more, a little bit less, but that's already 10 million more than a regular tier 2 character, and that's only getting their gear to 15, because after 15 you have to start paying black antimatter in addition to the gold costs. So now things get a little bit heavier. The approximate values that I estimated myself for ranking up their gears from level 15 to level 20 on 4 slots is conservatively 6.6 million gold and 1,000 black antimatter. So if you add that on to the total, you're getting close to 42 million gold, which is almost 2 full tier 2 characters, and 5,400 black antimatter. That's like what, 9 tier 2 characters at 800 a pop? My math is not that good. It's almost 9. Holy crap. So that's insane. That obviously is a huge discrepancy. And now you'd be wondering, and you'd be asking yourself, well, why the hell would I spend any of these resources on Black Order characters? Well, they're extremely powerful, but I think that their power level has decreased exponentially since they were released because of all the great tier 2s. It used to be a requirement that you had to have Black Order characters in your strikers for World Boss in order to succeed, because their damage output as a striker was fantastic. That's no longer the case. Now you can easily solo world bosses without any strikers at all, without even using, native tier 2 characters. You can solo with Elsa, with Kate Bishop, with Black Bolt. There's so many characters that can solo at tier 2 that are not native tier 2s. So you don't even need them as strikers. You also don't need them to clear world bosses for the same reason. There's basically only one place where all of the Black Order characters actually still matter, and that's Shadowland. Now, yes, Corvus can be used as a substitution for Dormammu in Extreme Alliance battle, but barring that, the only place where the Black Order really shines is in Shadowlands. They do still see some rare play, I think, in competitive PvP, but I think that has declined sharply with the introduction of characters like Odin, Doctor Strange, and more recently Dormammu. So Shadowlands is where their big niche lies, and that is because they are all supervillains. That is 5 supervillains that you're taking off the table if you don't rank up Proxima Corvus, Black Dwarf, Ebony, and Supergiant. And 5 supervillains is actually a lot, considering we only have about 30, I think 33 or 35 supervillains in the game, Black Order included. So they only make up about, less than 30% of all of the characters in the game. And then you're already going to take 5 away from that number, which is a pretty small number to begin with, when you don't rack up the Black Order. That can make Shadowlands a bit of a headache. It can make it quite hectic, but I think that with the most recent patches, not this most recent one, but some of the other more recent ones, and with the developments that we've had with certain characters, you don't necessarily need that or need them for that anymore. And you could make the argument for it, absolutely. Does it make Shadowlands easier to run and faster to get through, pain-free, headache-free? Yes. But if we take a look at the supervillain list, there are some pretty good candidates both at tier 1 and at tier 2. Of course, Carnage and Enchantress are fantastic. They are, however, BOW subscription only, so we have to, kind of dock them a few points. But we got 2 excellent supervillains in the Doctor Strange update in both Caecilius and Baron Mordo. They have served me countless times in Shadowland to clear stages either with a team or solo. So they are very good supervillains for that reason. Yellow Jacket is a fantastic supervillain. He also doubles as a great world boss clear. He's overall a great character, and he's farmable and fun for new players and veterans alike. And then you kind of fall off from there, but we still have old staples like Loki, who can definitely get it done in Shadowlands with a 3-minute timer. That's a long time to kill a boss. And guys like Papaya Man, who are starting to, make some noise and turn up the heat in the game modes. Now, we do have lesser villains like Kingpin, Green Goblin, Malekith, Ulick. There's other ones. But some of them are quite bad. But still, I think with the, with the reduction of Black Order characters' use in World Boss and in Alliance Battle, both regular and extreme mode, I'm starting to question where their value in the game really lies, and if we should even be recommending new players to even go after one of them at all. I know that new players spend their first Black Antimatter and they save that up for Doctor Strange, and that's all well and good. But after that, is it better to just skip the Black Order altogether and just jump straight to Dormammu, jump straight to Odin, and then from those jump to the other one that you miss, and then from that, who knows, maybe to Thanos, or maybe just start saving up and ranking up tier 2 characters? I mean, we have so many heavy hitters in the tier 2 category now that are not Black Order characters that you may not need them on your roster at all. So I don't have the answer to these questions, guys, but I did want to pose them to you and to get your thoughts and opinions and feedback on this, because I think it's interesting, and I think it could lead to some very constructive conversation and criticism and evaluation of the state of the game and the state of the valuation that we have on these characters, because they've been at the forefront of so many people's development habits for a long time. But I think it's time for a change if there hasn't already been a paradigm shift. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Black Order situation. And of course, guys, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow and on them Twitch streams, bros. Take care.